Free. I need everybody to repeat after me. I am. They can never stop the party, let me stop the people. Way too high, way too high. Of the people. If you had a struggle, you had to win. If you had not struggled, then goddamn it, you don't deserve to win. I believe I'm gonna die half the people. I'm gonna die for the people because I live for the people. Let me make it plain. Get a few beers, get a little satisfaction. Right on. Get some more beers, get some more satisfaction. Get them all, get complete satisfaction. You can run a liberator, but you can't run a liberation. You can run a revolutionary, but you can't run a revolution. You can't run a freedom.
I love it. I love it. I love it. That is from the movie that they've made about Fred Hampton. And the brother was a real revolutionary. Tonight, I want to introduce you to another revolutionary that we have on board. I like this brother. I like what he's doing. And I've been watching his actions through social media, and I like what I see. Don't forget to subscribe. This is Siri-lily. So subscribe to my YouTube, hit the all notifications bell, and remember you have to hit the bell twice. You got to go up to the all notifications bell. Otherwise, you'll miss my videos, because I guarantee you my things are suppressed. You don't get to see them. YouTube and all the other social media platforms don't like what I discuss. And the only thing I do is tell the truth. And if there's something I'm not telling the truth about, feel free to, hit me up. I'm open, But without further ado, I want to introduce to you General King JX. General King JX is a revolutionary in this movement, and he has decided to join this revolution in a real way. Many of the other gun clubs out there are not doing what I felt they should be doing, but that's just me. But I like what this brother's doing. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce General King JX of tell me the name of your organization, brother King JX.
Black Power, Black Love. My organization is Panthers Movement. I'm the founder of Panthers Movement, Black Power.
Black Power, Black Power. I love it. I noticed that you brought to my attention and to the attention of others in your community what's been going on, especially in Mississippi. And when I saw this, I had to get you to do a video with me, because I saw how you are handling the situation. It's time to hold these people accountable. There are so many of our people that are going, people talk about the Black on Black crime, and it exists. It's real. It's out there. And our people are killing each other. The difference between our people killing each other and white people killing us is that our people go to prison for it. They evidently don't go to prison for killing us. So I'm gonna put up something here for everyone to see. This just floored me. I'm riveted by what has happened. And it bothered me so much. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. What happened with this brother over in Mississippi, and this young man, 20 years old? I'm sharing it now, and this is his account. This is the young man's account of what happened. But
so it happened in Brookhaven, Mississippi. You know, little town, but you know, on the outskirts of Jackson, Mississippi. So you know, this guy, this young man, he works for FedEx. He had been working with FedEx since 2021. And getting used to his route getting used to his route, and just out there on a normal day of work.
Right.
This particular day, again, as the statement say there, I'm not sure if you're going to read over the statement, but from what we gathered from the young man, I kind of barely just caught a hold of it because it actually happened last Monday.
Wow.
Last Monday, no attention, no nothing, the mother decide, hey, I got to do something,
Well,
I got to do something.
Before you go in, let me just read, because I do have it up. I'm sharing that screen right now. And so people who are watching this video, see, I'm going to read it. This is his statement as to what happened. The brother says that the station let me see. So let me go to,
it may be this, the other, I sent you two statements.
Hang on, bear with me, y'all. I'm gonna pull it up. Here we go. On the evening of January 24th, 2022, says here. So it says around 7 p.m., I was supposed to be delivering a package to 417 Junior Trail. I'm still a new driver, so I use my GPS, and mistakes come with that. So I accidentally put in 427 instead of 417. I couldn't find the house because obviously the address was wrong. So I began to leave the neighborhood, and upon leaving, I noticed 417 on a mailbox and realized that it could be the right address. I then stopped in the middle of the street to check my Leo, which is the work device that they use, to confirm that 417 was the right address, and it was. So then he proceeded to turn around in a random yard and proceeded to the correct address to deliver the package. After delivering the package, I actually was getting into my van to leave when I noticed a white pickup truck approaching me from a house located on the same plot of land. In my mind, I thought he was just leaving to go somewhere, but then got extremely close to me and started blowing his horn. That made me think I was in his way. So I proceeded to leave the driveway. While doing so, the white pickup swerved from behind and attempted to cut me off. Naturally, my instincts kicked in and I swerved around him and started to leave the neighborhood I started to leave the neighborhood because at that point, I don't know why he did what he did, nor what his intentions were. After driving down about 2 or 3 houses, I came upon another man. So he's 2 or 3 houses away. Came upon another man standing in the middle of the street, pointing a gun at my vehicle, attempting to get me to stop. I shook my head no and ducked behind the steering wheel in hopes he wouldn't shoot. I swerved. Let me go to this one. It's 2 pages. What I have. So it's cut off there. I don't have any more. So he swerved. It's kind of cut off, so I don't have all of this. I don't know what this is. Oh, he said
it goes back to where it cuts off, but the part where he swerved, if you go back down to the it kind of starts.
Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay. So as soon as possible. I'm still in a state of panic, so I'm driving fast to get somewhere safe when I noticed the white pickup truck still behind me. He chased me all the way out of the city until I hit the highway to leave Brookhaven. After I felt like I was safe, I called my manager, Ernie Kelly, and told him what happened. Oh, I should have said that name. Let me block that out. I have to start this over. I may have to cut that down. I'm not good at editing. But anyway, he called his manager and told him what happened. He told me that we would go to the police station to file a report, but I knew they would question why I waited. So I took it upon myself to call them anyway. After reaching dispatch, I told the dispatcher that I wanted to file a report and that me and my manager would come in the morning, but I wanted to call tonight as well. I attempted to tell my story and only got a little bit out, but the guy insisted that I wait until morning. Now, this is the police insisted that he wait, okay?
Yes, and it's okay with the names. We're not hiding the names. We're holding everybody accountable. We're not holding their names, nothing but the victim. But we're gonna be, we're going all the way in with this one.
Good. So he told me this police officer said, okay, I'll write your name down and give it to his supervisor. He also informed me that someone named Brandon Case called to report a suspicious person in the neighborhood. I had been shot at, into which I responded, and that it was me, and I'm not a suspicious person. I work for FedEx, and I was just doing my job. He also told me that they neglected to tell him that they shot at him, okay? After getting off the phone with the police department, he says he made it back to the station where Cressa examined the van, finding multiple bullet holes inside the back of the truck and inside of packages as well. Packages that were extremely close to him. He says, we also found a bullet fragment. And after getting photos and videos, I wrote a report with my job, copy and pasted, sent from the survivor of this horrific incident. Fight back, he says. Now, from my understanding, the brother wasn't in a marked vehicle, and I don't know why FedEx is sending people out in a vehicle that has another company's name on it without some marking that says, hey, this is FedEx. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Why would he be in, because it wasn't an actual FedEx truck. They had him in some other vehicle with a different company name on it. Is that right? I can't hear you, brother. General King J, I think you're muted.
Yes, he was actually in a hearse rental van at the time. So, when he got back to the station, they pretty much just swapped his vehicle out and, let him go home or, but, he, right back, to the same routine. And so, it's just that, he felt like, he got no attention, that nobody cared about it, the job
you've
pretty
been
much
shot
obviously.
at. You just got shot at while you're at work.
So
and, I'll just go home. We'll deal with it tomorrow. Very
yeah,
cavalier.
it was definitely a big thing for him, dealing with all that and taking it in. It's a lot. So we do have a plan of action, and we do tend to, protest and bring awareness. They did finally, get someone out there on the situation. No one was actually even, paying attention to the situation. So now they finally have someone that's on top of it.
Well, how long did it take them to finally start to investigate this at least? I mean, come on, if this was a shooting done at some white man.
A week after, a week. So yeah, actually a week later.
What?
It happened last Monday. So they're actually just getting on top of it now. So they did get an investigation and everything. I'm actually sending you now over the last thing that I have on it.
Okay.
Which is actually what happened today, what we got on the whole situation. But like I said, the mother, everybody's just kind of like, it's to the point to where, why didn't, they do anything about it? Like, they completely didn't do anything about it, like as if it didn't even matter. But so I just sent you some more information. If you would go back and check that, that's our update on it. Like I said, we just got on it yesterday. We are definitely a week behind on it, but we now have it to where we're now pushing them to get on top of it. We're working with Black Lives Matter in Mississippi. We're working with the Mississippi New Black Panther Party, along with Panthers movement, and a lot of other community activists are stepping up to this matter. A lot of people we know that won't move in due to it's in the bottom of Mississippi.
Yeah.
We know that a lot of groups won't move in, so we just try to come together as a whole. I work all over the country. I'm willing to go anywhere, and I so happen to just be passing through to drop my son off, and boom, there go another situation. So I'm here to address it and stand for it.
I thank you for what you are doing. I didn't get that link that you sent me, but I'll continue to look for it and pull it up before I end this video. What bothers me the most is that our people aren't self-policing. In every community, we exist. Wherever we are, right across the tracks, they are, okay? And so there's someone in proximity to every neighborhood, everyone. I don't care how far rural it is, every rural town has a group of us across the tracks. And we shouldn't have to be calling the police. We should be policing ourselves. And this is what I want to see. I want to see our gun clubs doing that. This is not to step on anybody's toes. I'm not trying to make anybody angry or call anyone out. I'm simply asking that our brothers and sisters, for that matter, because I see a lot of women involved in these gun clubs. I think that we need to focus more on policing the people who need our help and not whatever character defects we think that people have. I've watched several of our comrades go through character assassination. Brother Ramzu went through it. Brother Jay, Grandmaster Jay went through it, and they're still going through it. You have our own people.
We all go through it.
And that's the biggest problem I have, Brother General King JX. That's the biggest problem I have. We're so busy fighting one another, but we won't hit a lick of a snake when it comes time to fight against. I think I see your email.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And that's how I feel. Like we team up to go, go get at, we go pull up. We quick to holler, pull up on our brothers and sisters, but we won't pull up, for the right reasons. We won't pull up when our brothers get shot, vehicle gets shot down on attempted murder. We won't pull up when we get our brothers and sisters slaughtered in the streets. The difference with this situation with me, why it touched my heart, because he was chased down, not only on foot like Ahmaud Arbery, but he was physically in a vehicle. So he was chased down.
Yeah.
And he did have someone in front of him and tried to cut him off with the gun. They actually tried to cut his vehicle off. And he again swerved around, and they was running trash cans and everything over, almost hitting mailboxes and everything, trying to, get this brother, and they chased him for quite a ways. And like I said, the difference between this and Ahmaud Arbery is that Ahmaud Arbery is not here. We're saying his name. Al-Shai Ahmaud Arbery, we're now saying his name. We're now saying, say his name, Ahmaud Arbery. And this could have been another brother that we could have been saying his name. So for all the justice that I've stood for people that's actually dead in the streets, it makes me feel good as a revolutionary to be able to step up for a brother that just went through the tragedy of running for a lynch from a lynching.
From a lynching, because this was what that was about to be.
A modern day time lynching.
Another
modern day time.
Another lynching. Modern day lynching. I've listened to so many of these brothers, and I've talked to so many of them, and what I find is that when a brother gets starts something and starts to do something about what's happening, he gets character assassinated. There's always somebody they send in, assassinate. I remember, I started this off with Fred Hampton. There were COINTELPRO agents who were spying on Hampton. And if you watched that movie, you saw who they were. Many of them have been named. If you watched, I just got you telling this brother here about the California Black Panther movement, and the brother that helped to take that whole Black Panther movement down was a brother they grew up with. They played in a sandbox with, and he was recruited by COINTELPRO. The same thing happened to Fred Hampton. The same thing happened to Malcolm X. The same thing happened to Martin Luther King. It's our own people. And that's a problem. That's a weakness that we have as a people.
And my message to that queen is, bad things happen, but how we respond to them define who we are, and no matter what happens, and, your character determine who you are. Right. My message to everything you just said to the people is, get off the sideline and get out the front line. Decide what side of the grass you're going to be on. Mm-hmm. You're going to either be on the left side and be against our people, or you're going to be on the right side and stand with our people. Mm-hmm. I say stand with the people and we have a better Black nation. I said stand with the Black nation and we have a better result. I said stand for the result and the structure, and we build another foundation. And once we build that foundation, that's when we rule our nation. That's when we start to take over our own land. And until we get on the same page, on one accord, we're going to continuously to pull away from each other. We're going to continuously separate, and we're going to continuously let them divide us. It's like three dogs. There's and two dogs eating out of a dog bowl, and the two dogs that eating out the bowl get to fighting, and then the third dog come up and eat all the food. And that's what's happening to us in this America. Is that while we're fighting, we're getting robbed. While we're fighting each other, we're getting robbed. And while we're fighting each other, our brothers and our sisters are out here fighting for their lives. And that's what this situation, again, why this situation touched me. It's about us fighting for each other while we still here. And it's about us coming together while we still here and change the narrative while we still here. Black power.
Black power, my brother. The biggest problem I see with that is that, and I'm going to tell you what I see. This is just my opinion, but it's what I see. We hold our own people to such a high standard. The president that they recently elected, and the one that I saw so many prior to this current president, I saw so many of our people who were rooting for that particular president. And I don't believe in the presidency anyway. And everybody knows why. If you follow my page, I've told many people, all presidents, with the exception of one, Martin Van Buren, are all related, including Obama, including Trump. All of them are related. They got the same bloodline. It's impossible for us to have voted the same family into presidency for the past 400 years. That's idiocy to believe that that's a real vote. But I digress. The biggest problem I see is that we held Martin Luther King to this high standard. Oh, he was cheating on his wife. That's all you can think about. This man risked his life, died for you. Put himself in harm's way. Grandmaster Jay, same thing. Well, he had this, he did that. Everybody got something negative to say about people who are putting their lives on the line. But you love these presidents who full well fought to keep us subjugated. Their history proves. See, to me, actions speak louder than words. What have you done? Not what somebody told you. How do you deal with that? How do you go through that, brother? How do you deal with that?
Well, I actually do go to those things. I go through those things. I mean, my time in the movement, as a general, I have been through. I've had hits. I've had red lights on my head. I have had people say that they would, do things to me on sight, but I kind of know why Malcolm was so strong. And when people go down my page, they see a lot of Malcolm. He's my idol. And I see kind of why Martin was so strong. I see why Malcolm was so strong, because those things right there kind of make you stronger. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you know what come with the job, what come with the turf. It just makes you stronger. It just makes you stronger. And, I mean, of course you lose friends when, people say certain things about you, and you lose, people that believe in you. But I feel like those are people that never believed in you. I feel like those are
That's
people that
right.
never was really about the fight. Some people are in it for the moment. Some people are in it for the fame, but I'm in it
That's
for,
right.
I'm in it for the people. So no matter where I go in the country, no matter where I'm at on this land, I will die a revolutionary. I choose to give my life, my time, and my effort as a revolutionary, whether it's fighting the enemies of the street or defending myself from my brothers and the ones that, COINTELPRO us today. Black Power.
Black Power. Thank you for your time, brother. Thank you for discussing what you deal with, what you go through out here. I'm going to close this out by finishing this speech that revolutionary brother Fred Hampton spoke. And
I also sent you the last statement of where we at with this case.
I did pull it up. I did show it. I was sharing it a few minutes ago. So
awesome.
Yeah, people will be able to see that. I got that and I shared it. And I just want to tell you thank you for what you do. I want to tell you that I realize that no man is perfect. And I would really like to say, as long as your heart is in the right place and you do no harm, pale lips to say anything. I go by your actions. I go by what I see you do. I go by whether you are fighting for us, putting yourself out there. This is a very dangerous, dangerous business. Freedom ain't free. Freedom ain't free. Revolutionaries die. They just, listen, nobody wants to say they did it, but I don't personally believe that Malcolm X's daughter died of natural causes. Okay, and how did you know they said that woman died of natural causes? How did they know she died of natural causes before the autopsy was ever even done? The police came right out and said, oh, she died of natural causes. How you know? So I said all that to say this. We have to stop operating in fear, because every time we do, they're able to infiltrate and divide us. And I'm not leaving this world without letting people know where I stand, period.
Black Power. And the great Fred Hampton said, if you dare to struggle, you dare to win.
That's right. That's right. Thank you so much, brother. And here we go. I'm going to, if I can figure out how to do it, I'm going to finish out this. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you, brother. And we're going to do this again, hopefully soon. But here we go. I have to share this. Give me 1 sec here. Let's see. Y'all bear with me. Bear with me. Well, that's not what I wanted y'all to see. We're gonna stop that share right now. But you did get a chance to see how this brother stood for the people. And none of us are perfect. No, he wasn't perfect. And I don't expect him to be. But what I do expect is that we will respect one another and continue this fight. You know, as long as we keep letting these people divide us, we're going to continue to remain enslaved. And make no mistake about it, the 13th Amendment says that we're still enslaved. Okay, they pick us up any minute and put us in prison. They're picking us off in the streets left and right. Thank goodness they didn't get to kill this young brother of 20 years old. But those police and the judge and the people who are related to the shooters who did what they did, they need to be held accountable. And they haven't been. They're trying to sweep it under the rug. It's not even on the news.
They will be held accountable. You know, and just for me to give a briefing on, I know we got to get out of here. You know, they have, you know, been looking into it. They did find a bullet in the van. Also, they got a bullet out of the shooter's home, but they haven't put their hand on the shooting.
Yeah, they ain't picked it up.
On the weapon.
But see, that's the point I'm making. They know that man. They know these people did what they terrorized this young man who's at work. They terrorized that man, chased him all out of the town. And they know that these people shot at multiple. I'm gonna show, let me see if I can pull up the pictures. I don't have them. I'm gonna find the pictures and pull them up.
Of the victim?
Of the van, of the boxes with the bullet holes.
Yeah, if you go to my Facebook page, they should pop right up.
Right. Yeah. But I'm not gonna do that.
I'll definitely get the pictures out there.
But yeah, and if you go to my Facebook page is also on my YouTube, and I'm gonna tag brother General King JX. I'm gonna tag him so that you can go to his page. I'm gonna tag him in this video. So look in the description below, and you'll be able to see his page, and you'll be able to pull up the images of the pictures of all the bullet holes. These people haven't been picked up. Same thing happened with Ahmaud Arbery. Until we started to go down there, boots on the ground, armed, and cause a ruckus. See, we have to go down there and act a fool before they do anything. Of course, we don't have to act a fool, but we do need to show up in force because they don't pay us no attention with the running around in the streets protesting and if the Black Lives Matter, I'm sorry, but I know they working with you, but I mean, it doesn't do anything. It just lip service.
Well, the Black Lives Matter clique that I roll with, they boots on the ground and they cock locked and loaded. They're not the average Black Lives Matter. They're not a Caucasian Black Lives Matter. They are blackity black Lives Matter.
Power, my brother.
Black power.
Black power. Love it. Thank you so much. I'm not gonna keep you much longer. We're gonna keep this short and sweet so these people can see what's going on. And we're gonna do this again, I promise.
Yes, ma'am. Black power.
Peace and open roads, brother. Black power.
Black power.